It's October and I'm done crabbing for good. Finishing up early this year is truly a bittersweet thing. I've never quit this early. Usually I crab at least until November. This is my 9th year. My life has also never been like it is this year, ever. I got married, we pulled off 2 DIY weddings, crabbed every day, ran a full crew, ran a big rig, caught and sold every single crab that came over my rail. Shipped anywhere in the country or right out of the crab stand. I answered every phone call, every text message that came my way to sell those crabs. I wrote every single ad myself, shot and edited and planned 6 videos a week, every freaking week for the entire crab season. An immense amount of work. It's a pretty morning, really nice. Putting these lines in the barrels, stacking the loops. These are the barrels I'll use for storage over the winter. Usually I try to work out of these Brute 32s, but I bought Home Depot out of them. So I had to get these crappy ones that they're okay. They work good for storage, but they're pretty flimsy. These crabs actually are all gonna end up at my wedding party. I'm selling the crabs I can during the week, but then everything else is going to my wedding. Saturday, we were having a big party. We had the wedding, family and everything last weekend. But this weekend is basically the reception, just a big party with all our friends and family right in town here. We're doing a big crab feast, doing a bunch of other stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You don't catch the crabs for your own wedding party, ain't no crab. So when we're picking up, we stack all the pots on the roof. Right now, it's slick calm. It's a sheet of glass out here. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, actually. So we can put them 3 high on the roof. This is not something you can usually do. If it's blowing even just a little bit, this turns into a giant sail and makes the boat incredibly top heavy. This is a risky move, but we're right next to home and it's a beautiful day. There's definitely some bittersweet relief, I guess, here. Today is officially the last day of my 2023 crabbing season. We were bringing some of the last pots in to put them on land. And it's October. It's kind of early October. So this is pretty early for me. This is actually the earliest I've ever quit. Probably, maybe ever. Actually, one year I quit around this time to go oystering, but the earliest I've quit to not go oystering, probably ever. Woo. And I know, I get it. I ain't no crabber. I'm quitting in October, but I tell you, this year has come with a lot of its own very unexpected challenges. Business has been awesome, but it's still just me. I'm in this weird limbo spot where, like, I'm not big enough to have a whole team, but I'm not small enough to have a manageable workload. Closing my season about 2 weeks early, it feels really, really wrong. I'm just seeing all the signs. My truck's broken, my refrigerator keeps breaking, my boat definitely needs some work or it's gonna break. I could push through the next 2 weeks, but in my experience, it's just gonna cost me the end. Not to mention my own sanity. I am completely burnt out. And I know that sounds stupid because I'm 27, I'm piss and vinegar, but it's just a lot of work to get the crabs and then get them to people. You know, a guy like me that sells his own crabs, there's a lot of steps between catching the crab and actually getting money for it. And I'm responsible for all the steps in between. I have a ton of really awesome stuff that I hope I can share with you guys here pretty soon. A couple big projects that I'm working on with some other big creators and stuff like that. So I'm not just quitting to go sit on the couch. Who remembers hole 11? That was the one with the raccoon and the squirrel on it. Coming in with our first load of the day. We got one more load to go. Let's see if I can cram the pier one more time. It's weird. Usually when I pull the last pots, I feel pretty accomplished, but this year, I don't know, not so much. Different feeling. It's not as good a feeling. I don't know why. What do we got here? It isn't a pocket crab. Look at this little guy. It's next year's crab. We'll let him go. We'll see him crabbing season 2024. Well, we have the last load of 2023 season. So when we load, just back the trailer down the ramp, back the boat into the ramp, and then we have this big piece of scaffolding. We just slide the pots right down. Pretty quick. We're loaded up. Got the hawks that may or may not fly out. Rope, crabs, crates, traps on the nicest trailer this side of the Mississippi. Ooh. Oh boy. Ooh, do we trust it? Do we trust it? I don't know. Rule number one about driving the Chevy is don't get arrested. It's legal, it just looks sketchy, which I could say about a lot of the guys that work for me too, and myself sometimes. It's pretty mint, honestly. There's boat paint on here. I had some left over. I just rolled over some of this dirt the other day, but actually the other day, I mean like 2 years ago, but oh shoot. All right, it's fine. Don't touch it. Hop in the magic school bus. You guys ready for an adventure? It's about to come off. Yeah. Shoot, door's stuck.
Need help?
Got it. I got it. Get in there.
Oh, hell yeah.
You safe?
Yeah.
Oh no.
How'd you know? I've always wanted one.
The last stack of the 2023 crabbing season. Whether that was a good idea or not, I don't know. But they're all in the yard. No idea if I made the right call or not, but that's part of being a captain. Year number 9 down. Next year will be a decade I've been crabbing. So it's been a couple of days since I packed up the crabbing a little early, and I tell you what, I didn't have the best attitude about it at first. I was just not looking at the positive side of things. I was really only focusing on kind of the negative side of things, which is common for me. I'm glad that I packed it up a little early. I was just under a lot of stress, and it was trickling down into all the people around me. More people than just me were suffering. So I was really focusing on a lot of the things you're not really supposed to focus on, like what other people are gonna think and this and that. And in reality, I'm the only one that knows my business. I know what I've put in, I know where I need to be, and I know when I've gotten there. If all those boxes are checked, I know I'm taken care of, my family's taken care of. Screw what everybody else thinks. Everybody makes their money in this industry in a different way at a different time. So I know where I'm at. There's no reason to keep putting myself and everyone else through all of this if all the boxes are checked. So I'm excited to be done. 23 crab season was a huge success. Business was awesome. Humongous shout out to all the people that came bought crabs, and we're not done yet. We're only getting started. Looking forward to my 10th crabbing season coming up next year, 2024. Everybody always asks, what do I do in the off season? Well, you're about to find out. It's not really just one thing. So we got some really awesome projects to get started. We're gonna do some traveling. Thanks everybody for watching along, and we are just getting started. We have a lot more to do here in the off season. 2023 in the books.